Okay, now this video is going to focus on stance and footwork. So, I just want to show you like the foundation. I guess the stance, it's like the foundation for almost all of sports. So, let me play that for you. So, right here, before I bounce, actually, it's a little earlier than that, but sorry. If you notice, right as I'm about to bounce, this right here is a solid stance for everything. It's the foundation of being on the balls of your feet and having your weight on the insides of your feet. Whether it be tennis or golf or boxing or football or basically any land sport where you're trying to juke an opponent, or I guess tennis you're not trying to juke an opponent, but just you get my drift, is that in order to juke, move quickly, and move from side to side, this is like the fundamental stance you want to be in. Now it's hard to describe, I do know. It's you want the weight on the insides of your feet, and you want to be on the balls of your feet. And it looks like I'm pushing my knees in, but I want to make sure that I'm not like pushing them in close to each other. I'm just getting low and having the weight on the insides, which causes me to look like that. So I'm going to play the video of just like a basic drill you can do with yourself that will help you get used to this. So I just do like this bouncing back and forth, which this bouncing back and forth makes you develop a foundation of going from side to side so that you can juke someone. So the better you're able to float and just go lightly on the balls of your feet, the better you'll become on juking and increasing your speed. And if you notice, I'm just hopping like very slightly. So you want to come off the ground. I'm exaggerating it here, but I'm showing you how you would juke now if you watch my feet. A lot of kids, when they tend to juke, they tend to bring their feet together for some reason, and then they go either way. But you want to keep your feet wide. So if you watch me when I was going back and forth, I was keeping my feet wide. Yeah, again, I'm keeping my feet wide. Just bouncing back and forth. I'm just showing you like you can do it in sets. Take a 10-second break. See how I hop, go back and forth? That's where it leads to. I'll play it in slow motion for you. Oops. Again, this is very important because it's the foundation of all sports, and this is what determines your speed and everything else. So if you watch, I come off the ground slightly here, and whatever foot my weight's not on, you just go with the momentum, and you just, how do I say this? You don't want to bend your feet that way, but that's how it naturally goes when you're going from side to side. Like this. So my weight is on my left foot, which is this one. And there's not as much weight on this foot, which means it's going to be very light and loose, watch as it appears while it turns in like that. So whatever side your weight is on, the opposite foot is going to be a little lighter and like turn inside a little bit. Now again, I can't stress enough to say like you're not turning your foot inside on purpose. It's just the way of the momentum and going from side to side. That's how it goes. So I'll just play it slowly for you so you can watch it. Notice I'm bouncing and I'm coming off the ground slightly. So it's not, your feet aren't staying on the ground the whole time. It's like you're hopping back and forth, which means when you're hopping, you're coming off the ground. This is me just going back and forth. other variations so that you can increase your jukes and speed. Alright, that's when I go take my rest. So, we'll go back to slow motion here in a second. This is it. This is picking it up. So, what I'm trying to show there, if you watch, it's like for right now the basic I was going from left to right, left to right. Now I'm going left to right, right, left, 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 right, right, left, left. Like, just like mixing it up. That's the point of a juke. So I'll just let you watch it. So I'm moving a little faster. I hop. But I'm staying that foundation of my knees in and the weight on the insides of my feet. So again, I'm playing just another variation in fast motion. Oh, not yet. I'm about to show something else. Whoops. So again, when you're practicing these, do them in sets. Jeez. So you want to do one set, do another set. And so here's my third set. I come in and I just work on jukes. Notice how my arms are loose too while I'm doing it. I'm taking steps. Now, what I'm about to show you, I was just having fun with it, but I wanted to show you like it's the same thing as if you were like fighting. It's not just in basketball or football or anything else. And it's also a good drill to do for yourself to loosen up, and especially if you're a kid and don't understand the concept of juking someone, this is good to do. So I'm just here messing around, getting in a fighting stance, bouncing back and forth, acting like I'm kicking and stuff like that, just to show how loose it is. But that's what you're doing in martial arts or boxing or anything else, is you're getting that good back and forth stance. Yeah, I'm just being kind of silly here, but I'm just showing it's the foundation of that. Same thing in slow motion. So you need to be able to get this bounce. And another thing that's a small detail is the split step, and we're going to go over the split step too. It's not in this video, but later. So right now I'm just kind of goofing around, just showing you like that you explode into kicks and into punches off of your footwork. So just copy this bounce and this concept. Because it's the same thing in all sports and the same thing in basketball. So I'm pretty sure that's it for that video. Oh, here's from a different view. So here's from the, like if I was facing you, what it would look like. I'm bouncing, let's see. Trying to it's still, oh, okay. So this is good because I'm showing you how because of this bounce you can cover a lot of ground. So you're pushing back and forth, and it's just don't limit yourself to the small space that I was doing. You jump in, that's how you juke, right there. You jump in, you move around. All you're doing is the same thing except you have a basketball in your hand. That's it. And there's variations. So it's like a little dance. let's see. Yeah, just more of it, just in case you didn't get. Oh, goodness gracious! Horrible kicks. Haven't stretched in a while. Don't pay attention to that. All right, now here's from a different angle. Just to show you the footwork. And you pretty much get the gist of it. So we'll end it there for this one. I guess I'll call this foundation footwork. Alright. This video I'm emphasizing, I kind of emphasized a little bit on the last footwork video, but I'm really emphasizing the idea of having a good stance where your weight should be and your knees and getting low. A lot of times kids, they keep the weight on the outsides of their feet and they have like very awkward knees and they don't know where to place their weight so they can juke faster. So I'm just going over a quick stance. And that's what you're looking for. So that stance is for defense, offense, jukes, everything else, boxing out, everything. It's like the fundamental stance. And again, like I said in the other video, it's the fundamental stance for a lot of, like, almost all sports, land sports at least. But so I'm going to demonstrate that here. So here I'm just showing it for defense. See how my knees are slightly in a little bit. And it doesn't mean you're not pushing your knees into each other, because that's just not good. But you're getting low and your knees are going forward. And I guess they are a little in. It's hard to describe. It's a comfortable position to be at, though. But you just want to watch and see where you're comfortable at. You're not pushing your knees into each other. You're just getting low. The weight is, you're putting your weight on the insides of your feet, and you want to be on the balls of your feet. Okay, this is me showing defensive position just to show you like be in that position and what it can do. Again, oh, here. So this is what a lot of kids or a lot of people look like. They get too wide, or they get their knees out too far, and their weight is on the outsides of their feet, which prevents them from moving as quickly as they could. Where you want to push off is off the insides. That's where you're getting your power and your push and your speed. So instead of looking like this, you want to get your feet, with the weight in more. Alright, this is from a different angle. Here I'm showing where the weight is on the outsides of your feet. It looks kind of awkward. Instead here, I'm presented, I'm low, I'm leaning forward. See how my chest is over, yeah, my chest is over past my toes. So I'm just trying to show you what a good stance would look like. Again, if you see my heels slightly off the ground, way on the balls of your feet, way on the inside. So just want to show you the difference between, just want to show you the difference between this. There's a difference between that and this. Oops. So yeah, it's difference between that. So see how I'm lower, switching my feet, and that's where you want to look like. This is me in triple threat position. This is me a different angle, triple threat position. Okay, so just so I can show you that to you in a little more slow motion. Uh, Not much more to look at in slow motion. It's pretty much self-explanatory. You just need to be able to copy and keep your feet in that position, or get your body in that position, or have that kind of posture. So again, I'm low. Not like this. This is the example I'm showing you what not to do. You look very awkward. It looks like you can't move. Instead, here, and about here, I'm ready, and I am low, and I'm ready for defense. And here's us from the other angle. So we went over this pretty much. Just consider the posture, consider the stance. Pause the video if you need to so you can copy it, see what you look like. This is bad. Again, this is the posture you don't want to be in. And instead, you want to be low like this, ready, chest over. So, yeah, just work on that posture, help you with jukes and everything else.